Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your Tru Heel Phenom SP3, back once again with the 3 count with SP3 for February 7th, 2020. I am back to give you your news of the day, your news of the week. I'll have another edition this weekend, but thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. Push that subscribe button and stay tuned for all the great content right here on Tru Heel Heat. So on this edition of the 3 count, we're going to be talking about week 19 ratings for the Wednesday Night Wars between AEW Dynamite and WWE NXT. We're going to be talking about big plans for this summer for New Japan Pro Wrestling, and we're going to be talking about the latest in the Pro Wrestling Free Agency 2020 that we've been following closely. We're going to be talking about new signings to WWE that just showed up at the Performance Center this week and the reason why. So for our first count, we gotta be talking about week 19 ratings for the Wednesday Night Wars. Because there was no Tru Heel Heat this week, we weren't able to cover the Wednesday night ratings, so I am here with the 3 count to cover that right now. So for week 19 ratings for the Wednesday Night Wars, it was AEW Dynamite with another victory in the Wednesday Night Wars. This week they drew 928,000 viewers. That's up from last week when they did 828,000, up by over 100,000 viewers. They finished with 0.36 in the 18 to 49 key demo. WWE NXT is also up from last week, but they finished off with 770,000 viewers. The overrun, the 5-minute overrun after 10 p.m. was back this week, so that probably helped with the ratings, boosting them up a little bit higher than what they did last week. And they finished with a 0.22 in the 18 to 49 key demo. To kind of give you a synopsis, the ratings, how it broke down, it looks like Charlotte Flair's presence on WWE NXT definitely did make a difference. That's why they were up from last week. They were up in female viewers as well, and the 18 to 49 demo was pretty much even with last week. They finished about 2.24, so just slightly down, but pretty much even with what they did. They finished off 37th for the night. AEW Dynamite, they themselves finished off about 5th for the night. They were definitely up in younger viewers, which I believe was definitely because of the lashing, the 10 lashes to Cody Rhodes by MJF, which was one of the best segments in professional wrestling, I would say, in the last decade. Honestly, so much emotions going on. So many people that have hit me up online saying they cried during this segment. They really felt like people that weren't even wrestling fans that were able to catch this segment say that they basically now want to see Cody beat the crap out of NJF. And that's what professional wrestling is all about. It's all about pulling those type of emotions, invoking those emotions. And that's what the 10 lashes did. NXT, like I said, had the big Charlotte Flair segment. That segment was awesome. Bianca Belair was the MVP of that segment, telling Charlotte Flair, "You don't even go here," and that Rhea Ripley, "You think you're gonna bypass me?" Bianca Belair was awesome. Rhea Ripley looked like a star. Charlotte Flair was a star. They had the great face-to-face interview between Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano with one of the lines of the night, telling Finn Balor that he wants the NXT Finn Balor and not the guy that was losing 17 straight weeks on Monday Night Raw to Bobby Lashley. Johnny with the bars, Johnny. And of course, the highlight of the night for me, how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Matt Riddle on the mic. If you've been watching Tru Heel Heat, you know I enjoy Matt Riddle on the mic. I feel like Matt Riddle is the best promo in NXT, and he proved it yet again by having a whole crowd at Full Sail chant, "How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?" It takes me a while. I have to say it very slowly to get that every single time, but hilarious. Not only AEW Dynamite had the 10 lashes in the main event, it had a incredible 8-man tag between the Elite, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, the AEW Tag Team Champions, teaming up with the Young Bucks to verse the Butcher, the Blade, and the Lucha Bros. tremendous spots everywhere, but a story being told with the continued tension and conflict between Hangman Page and the Young Bucks. This ongoing story of Hangman Page and the Elite has been one of the better stories in all of professional wrestling in my eyes. Dr. Britt Baker, one of the best heel turns I've seen in quite some time, with her heel promo last week, and then the attack on Yuka Sakazaki this week. Great stuff. But yeah, AEW Dynamite and WWE NXT, both were great shows this week. Definitely set up WWE NXT set up greatly for TakeOver Portland. What a card they have. 6 jam-packed matches that are all going to be either good to great. WWE NXT also set up for, possibly a Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley WrestleMania matchup. Even possible between now and WrestleMania, Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. And then AEW Dynamite did something that not a lot of wrestling promotions do anymore. They set up matches for not only next week, for not only 2 weeks from now, but 3 weeks from now. As well as that, they have AEW Revolution at the end of the month that they're setting up for that great with Moxley versus Jericho, as well as they did announce that AEW Double or Nothing will be back in Las Vegas, Nevada on Saturday, May 23rd. So they're all building towards then. So I love the build up for AEW Dynamite. I love the plants being sowed for stuff on WWE NXT. Both really great shows. Both entertaining. It made Wednesday night the most entertaining night for us professional wrestling fans, but AEW Dynamite with another victory in the Wednesday Night Wars. The tally is now 15 wins for AEW, 3 wins for NXT, and 1 tie. WWE fans, I'm sorry, but those are the facts. For our second count, we have to talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling. If you guys haven't watched already, my review for New Japan Pro Wrestling New Beginning in Sapporo Night 1, it's up on the YouTube channel right now. I'll have my review for Night 2 this weekend. And New Japan Pro Wrestling is setting up for a really big summer because of Tokyo in Japan having the Olympics this year. There will be no G1 Climax until October. The G1 Climax has been the highlight of every New Japan summer for probably the last more than 2 decades, pretty much, being this is going to be the 30th edition this October. So New Japan Pro Wrestling is making plans to have a really big summer. Of course, in June, they have the big Dominion show in Osaka. That's their big summer event. That's their SummerSlam, if you want to relate it for you WWE fans. But New Japan Pro Wrestling is not only planning for that, but they're also discussing plans for another MSG show, a show at Madison Square Garden in New York City. This is following up from last year with the G1 Supercard being a first day sellout. New Japan Pro Wrestling is discussing right now if they want to come to MSG in August of this year. The plans should be coming to fruition. If it is going to happen, we should get an announcement probably this weekend during the New Beginning in Osaka show, or maybe in a couple of weeks' time. But very big stuff going on in New Japan. The talk and the delay in the announcement for this show is really New Japan deciding whether or not they believe they're going to get another sellout. A lot of people in New Japan believe that it's going to be another sellout. They feel that the G1 Supercard not only sold out because it was the first ever show for New Japan in MSG, but it sold out because of the brand of New Japan and the drawing power of Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, the GOAT. But there is also a portion of people in New Japan Pro Wrestling, as well as professional wrestling fans, that believe that the G1 Supercard sold out because when the tickets went on sale, the Elite were a part of New Japan. Kenny Omega was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. The Young Bucks were the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Cody Rhodes was still in New Japan Pro Wrestling, as well as Hangman Page. So there is the portion that is not as confident that it's going to sell out this time, because not only is it not the first show, it's the second show, but not having the Elite is a big drawing key that's not going to be there for them this time. Also, they want to make this a solo New Japan show, so not having ROH as that buffer to kind of, if the show doesn't go well, it's ROH's fault. I mean, G1 Supercard was great outside of the ROH's part, so kind of smart, but they're not going to try to do this with ROH. They're going to try to make this a solo venture. So there's a lot of stuff that they have to flush out before they make this announcement. But it's very interesting that they're discussing this. So I look forward to the big announcement that they are going to have this show. And I'll talk about it right here on the 3 Count with SP3. For my third count, I have to talk about the latest in the Pro Wrestling Free Agency 2020. I've been following it closely. Big signings for AEW, big signings for ROH, NWA, MLW, Impact Wrestling, WWE. The latest for WWE was announced this week on WWE Backstage by Ryan Satin. He announced that Killer Cross, the former star for Lucha Underground, Impact Pro Wrestling, as well as just made an appearance for Major League Wrestling, he has signed with WWE officially and has showed up at the Performance Center. Not only that, but a big surprise signing, one that caught a lot of people by surprise when it was announced this week. Timothy Thatcher, the longtime former Evolve champion, a longtime stalwart of the WWN series of promotions, whether it be Evolve, whether it be WXW over in Germany. He's made appearances for Progress Wrestling. He's a former longtime partner of Volta in Ringkampf. So Timothy Thatcher is a guy that not a lot of people ever saw coming to WWE. He's a guy that's a hard-hitting technical wrestling type of guy. So he's very much a surprise. It was reported by my uncle Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter and on Wrestling Observer Radio that Timothy Thatcher signed with WWE basically as a last-ditch effort. He had been trying for the last couple of years to sign with the top promotion in Japan, whether that be New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan, Dragon Gate. He could not get that big contract from one of those big Japan promotions, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense because Timothy Thatcher, when it comes to gaijins who will adapt to that Japan type of style quickly, Timothy Thatcher is right up there. He's like top 5 of American wrestlers, especially on the independent scene, that could transition to a top Japan promotion and be one of the top gaijins. So really surprised that none of the Japan promotions jumped on that, and that WWE was the one that really like capitalized on this time of Timothy Thatcher kind of looking around for a new home. So very big signing for WWE. WWE, this is not a signing that I expected for them, but I am going to give them a lot of props for. They deserve a lot of credit for this, as well as Killer Cross. Killer Cross just has a great look. He has the look of a guy that Vince McMahon is going to love, and the fact that his act could potentially come along with Scarlett Bordeaux, Vince McMahon's gonna love it. He's a guy who's tall, he's got a great looking body, he's got the tattoos, he's got this menacing looking type of heel persona, and then he comes along with a beautiful, gorgeous vixen who could talk on the mic. It's just all stars ahead. He's one guy that I feel that is not going to spend a lot of time in NXT because the moment Vince McMahon sees him, he's going to want him to get called up and he's going to have big plans for Killer Cross. So that is all for this edition of the 3 Count with SP3. Post your comments down below in the comments section and discuss the latest news with me. What did you think about this week's AEW Dynamite and WWE NXT? What do you think about the potential MSG show for New Japan Pro Wrestling this summer? And if you're in the New York City area, are you going to go? Are you going to get tickets for this big event? And what do you guys think about the signings for WWE of Killer Cross and Timothy Thatcher and the fact that no top Japan promotion was going to sign Timothy Thatcher? Post your comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, push that like button, and of course, push the subscribe button and push the bell to stay notified for all the great videos and content right here on Tru Heel Heat. It is me, your Tru Heel Phenom SP3. This has been the 3 Count with SP3 for February 7th, 2020. Signing off until next time.